So guys, in this video we will talk about how to build a remote work culture. There are no doubt that each organization has its own culture, a self-reinforcing web of beliefs, practices and behaviors that form that organization identity. As a leader, you can know the way we do things around here and can sense your organization culture even though it's not always easy to define, and you know that culture impacts your employees' personal engagement as well as how they interact to do their jobs. But what happens when these daily interactions are unpended in the wake of the global coronavirus pandemic and its economic aftermath? Many people around the world began working from the home more so then, even before conference room meeting, informal hallway catch-ups and water cooler gossip will become virtual. What happens to your corporate culture when norms change? Corporate culture are always evolving according to Andrew Kale of our coaching practice. That one reason why it's hard for organization to define their culture. The whole thing about culture is there are visible components and an invisible components. There, the way things are supposed to get done and the way things actually get done. Along the way, some behaviors get rewarded while others get punished. You may have certain leaders who behave in a way that are against the rules, but if people see them continue to behave that way without getting punished, it's likely to become normalized, and those behavior become part of your culture. In any environment, an organization culture shift as its pupil makes judgment calls about acceptable behaviors and then adopt their behavior to establish new norms. The pandemic and its aftermath is a great example because it's precipitated this huge shift in how we work. And because of that, new ways of conducting businesses have to be established. Leaders must seize this opportunity to become involved in setting norms for their new remote work culture. Building and maintaining a remote work. 5 tips. Foster trust through strong communication. In a virtual environment, building culture starts with building trust. When your teams trust each other, they are willing to work together and align around a common purpose. Trusting relationships and candid conversation are the backbone of cultures that demonstrate open the honest communication, put simply. Yet in many cases conversations that happens virtually may lose some important context and nuance. As a result, relationships suffer and so does your work culture. If you are managing people who are working from home or located elsewhere, it's critical you improve your virtual communications. Schedule one-on-one conversation to find out how your direct report. There is no need to convince them to get tired and what thankfully they have already made that when decision. When you talk to your people, make sure you listen on your advert and converting to a sale is considerably boosted simply by strategically placing yourself in the correct context. As an executive coach, Keel hears a lot of frustration. Similarly, on platforms like Instagram, where users are constantly scrolling through and coming across advertisement in their feed, think about whether that's really the best channel for communicating. Those ads are displayed to potential customers because it's relevant to their interests and tailored to their preference. Unlike our Facebook Marketplace example, these ads are not connecting with people who are actively looking for certain products, but the idea is the same. Your ad is being put in the front of someone already interested in what you sell, meaning there less need to win over your audience.